Hi everyone, and welcome to today's video. If this is the first time that you're seeing me, I am the Hermit Tarot and this is my YouTube channel. Now in today's video we're going to be doing a pick a group reading. As usual, I haven't done anything very different for a while. We're going to be doing this reading based on the voting results of the poll that I put up on my Instagram story. If you aren't following me on Instagram yet and you would like to be a part of future pick a group readings, I suggest you follow me on Insta, whether you choose to participate in the polls that I put on my story from time to time, or whether you choose to comment on the posts that I put up. That's probably one of the best ways to get in contact with me when I'm not posting here on YouTube. I'm usually very active on my Insta. Even if I'm not able to reply, I do see most of the comments and I do get the chance to check the comments on my posts quite regularly. I don't respond to DMs, it's quite rare, so your best bet is engaging with the posts, just an FYI. So, in light of that information, the topic for today's video is who are you haunting? It was chosen by a vast majority of you. I think last time I checked there was 93% of y'all voted for this. So thank you so much to everybody who participated. I'm very excited to do this topic. I feel like I haven't done this before, or even if I have, I think it was like a little bit different, or it wasn't exactly this way. So I'm pretty excited to see what we can pick up on today. We're going to be covering a lot in this reading. We're asking, who are you haunting? Why? What is unresolved between the two of you? We're going to get channeled messages from the person you're haunting, and we're going to ask for advice before pulling cards on what we should cover in your extended reading, as each of these three groups will have an extended reading. If the first part of your reading resonates, then you're more than welcome to join me in the extended, which is paid for on my website. All extended readings are up there at the time that I'm posting this video. So it is an interesting reading. The goal of this is to have a look at who you're haunting, who is being reminded of you, who is dreaming about you, who is thinking about you, who is being shown reminders of you. It could be a very interesting reading, especially if you're experiencing similar signs or that similar theme of feeling haunted by them as well. I'm curious to see what we can pull, so let's get into it. I'll introduce the three groups so we can get into your readings. Starting with group number one over here, you have the Nightmare Before Christmas tarot deck, which looks like that on the back. The card that I chose for you, well, for all of the decks, is the Judgment card. So in this deck for group one, this is what your Judgment card looks like. And a reminder, this is the Nightmare Before Christmas tarot and deck by Tim Burton, kind of inspired by Tim Burton. It is also a Disney deck, just in case that does resonate or strike a chord in some of you. So that's my group ones. Next we have group two with the Live It the Ghost tarot. I know I've used this deck a lot lately, but I mean, we're asking about haunting. How could I not use my ghost tarot deck? Like, plus it's teaching me a little bit of French, so it is quite helpful. I'm planning on going to France this year. I can take all the help I can get, really. I should take all the help I can get. So this is what the Judgment card looks like in this deck. This is group two's deck. So if you feel drawn to this deck for how it looks at the back, or for the Judgment card in this deck, you will be a part of group two's reading. As always, pause the video if you do need more time to have a look at those cards close up. Next we have group three. This is what group three's deck looks like at the back. It is the Cosmic Slumber tarot deck. Are you noticing a theme now? I hope you are. Each of these decks have something to do with sleep or being haunted. So this is the Tilly Walden Cosmic Slumber Tarot deck. That's what the back of the cards look like. And this is what the Judgment card looks like in this deck. So if you're feeling drawn to these cards, you'll be a part of group three's reading. So those are the three groups. Do pause the video if you need more time to conjure a result using your own weird, wild, wonderful method. If you would like to intuitively select a group and you need a little bit of help, stay tuned for the 1-minute meditation video that will play after this clip. Otherwise, when you know which of these three groups you're feeling most drawn to, click on the timestamps in the description box below and join me in your reading. So the first thing I want you to do with me is to take in 2 deep, mindful breaths. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, and out, 2, 3, 4, and in, 2, 3, 4, and out, 2, 3, 4. Now I want you to focus on clearing your mind. It's natural to have thoughts racing at this point. I want you to embrace each thought as it comes and let it slip as quickly as it came in. Focus on clearing and balancing out these thoughts so that they come and go without a desire to be attached to them. And now, with a rested mind, I want you to think of the first group that comes to your mind. It may be a number, it may be an object that I showed you. It could be a specific color, it could be a feeling that you felt when I showed you each of the groups today. When you are ready and when you feel confident, select your group and join me in your reading. Hi my group ones, and welcome to your reading. If you chose the Nightmare Before Christmas tarot deck and the judgment card from that deck, then this is going to be your reading. Welcome. Now group one, don't mind me while I shuffle. I'm just going to shuffle these cards and draw your energy into the reading a little bit. So do me a favor please. While I'm doing this, I want you to really try to declutter your mind. If you are doing something else while you watch this video, just pause for a quick second, focus on me, focus on the screen, and focus on why you were drawn to this reading, even if it was just morbid curiosity. Who is haunting my group ones, please, Spirit? Who is haunting my group ones? All right, you may continue doing whatever you were doing. Thank you so much for your cooperation. Let's hope we can get some clear, honest messages for you today. So I have pre-shuffled some oracle cards. The first card that chose to come out of the tarot deck for you is the Two of Potions. I'm going to put you back here, sweets, so that we can get you on a good angle. Two of Potions. You know what? This is interesting straight off the cuff. I'm going to put your Two of Potions reversed there. Let me reveal your other cards. We also have the Bullseye card from my Gem Oracle deck. And from the... I always forget the name of this deck. You know what? My brain is a sieve. My gosh. Should I even pretend like I know? No. Let's find the cover for this. Where are you? Here we go. From the Playlist Oracle by Jalissa's Messages, we have 3 cards that I have already pulled for you. These cards came flying out, by the way, so very strong messages. The first card I have for you is by Wayne Wonder, No Letting Go. Please pause the video now if you want to read all these lyrics. The next card I have for you from this beautiful deck is by Cassie, Me and You. A lot of us might know the song if you were born in the 90s. Or if you're a 2000s baby who has an affinity for the 90s, maybe you got older siblings or a mother who was, or a father who was still out there getting their fun. And your last card is by Cardi B, the song Ring. Wow. Okay, so straight off the cuff, the first message I got for you guys while I was shuffling your song cards out was that this person is obsessed with you, group one. They actively seek signs. They are very heavily invested in your energy. You are currently in a separation from this person, although you may have dated them or been close to them in the past. This feels like a little bit of an ex. It could just be someone who you're in a temporary separation with too at this point. I want to get some story dice out to clarify your narrative with this person. Who is this person to my group ones? Okay. Yeah, this is someone who you've broken things off with for sure. With that, the story dice coming out, you've broken things off with this person. Let's just zoom in for a quick second so that you can follow me. Broken things off with this person. This person, I feel, was frugal, or you were. It was just getting to the point where you were barely getting the bare minimum. You may have known this person through work. At this point, they feel more like a secret admirer. They do often get reminded of you through songs. In terms of who they are to you, I feel like you know this person from your daily activities. You may still have interactions with them, but you notice them during the day. Okay, so that should narrow it down for my night owls. But for others of you, I feel like this is definitely somebody who you have a very strong connection to based off of them. Like, they were a figure in your past more than your present, is what I personally feel. Even though we do have a present here, I feel like this idea of gifting is more the fact that, who are they to you? They're somebody who I feel may have been trying to reach out to you a few times recently. I've got to try to decipher this in a way that actually relates to most of you in this group, because I feel like for some of you, this person may have tried to hit you up and connect with you, like sliding in your DMs, for example. But for others of you, I feel like you see this person as someone who may give a lot or may have a lot to give, but I don't think we actually have our eye on them. I don't think they're your primary focus. I think they're very focused on you. They have a lot of masculine energy. This person is very energetically focused on you. I'd be surprised if you were completely unaware of who they are, because I feel like this person does things to specifically get your attention. And it's giving me the vibe of, like, they may even put stuff on their story in hopes that it gets your attention specifically, in hopes that you specifically go, oh wow, like, that's really interesting, thank you. Or you go, ha ha ha, that's hilarious. Or you go, wow, I was just there last week, what the heck? It's this weird feeling of, like, cat and mouse. This person feels like the mouse, but they're actually the cat, because you're just living your best life. You're not really engaging in this manipulation, I feel. Are they? Okay, some of you may be. With the Six of Presents, some of you may be very aware of the fact that this is a game. Okay, let's get some more tarot, because I want to narrow this down and get more specific. That was more confusing for me personally. Who is group 1 haunting? Whoa. We have the Empress reversed. Some Taurus placements. We also have Aries though, and Leo. King of Presents, yeah. There is a physical connection to this person, like an old job, an old place of study, somewhere you used to go to. You're really haunting this person. This is definitely someone from your past. Knight of Presents. Oops. Page of Needles. Okay. Do we have everything in frame? Pretty much. All right. So, who are they? We know that you're not currently in a strong connection with this person. They are someone from your past. They're a go-getter, very masculine energy. They go after what they want. They're actively seeking your energy, trying to get your attention in obvious ways as well as in slightly manipulative ways. This person is keeping an eye on you, especially on social media. There's maybe the first person to see your story, or the main one to react, or their name is there on every single story. Okay, they might be a little bit younger than you. They could even be your ex, to the point where you share children with this person. But I do feel like currently you are more focused on yourself. This person is not serving your self-worth. They're not a part of your self-care plan. In fact, they may have been left out in the cold because they weren't able to contribute to what you're growing for yourself. Sorry for bumping the camera. They are likely someone who is a bit selfish at times, and who may not have taken you for what you are. They may have most likely taken you for granted. Group 1. This could be something that never really got off the ground, or this could be something where you were wholeheartedly invested in it and they are the one that fumbled the bag. They are the one that didn't give you what you were giving. Because I now feel like you see this person as someone who still has a lot to offer. You see this person as someone that has a lot of potential. They are still very attractive in their own way. They've got a lot to offer, quite an eligible bachelor or bachelorette. However, I also feel like this person's obsessiveness or the way that they become consumed by what they want is an ick for you. It's something that you're personally not attracted to, and you don't see them as your top priority right now. In fact, you see them as someone that you need to kind of wean yourself off of. So for some of you, you were equally obsessed with this person, but for a lot of you, this is a reflection of someone who has gotten very heavily obsessed in an unrequited way, and you are associating this person with someone from your past or someone who you no longer feed energy into at all, my group ones, while they seem to be thinking about you a lot. It feels very one-sided now. In fact, it also feels very Neptunian and unhealthy in the way that it's become a very strong attachment, a very strong desire of dopamine hit. This person probably keeps up with you because they like the way that looking at your pictures makes them feel. I also feel like with this Knight of Presence here, this person probably was a slow mover or is a slow mover right now, operating within a comfort zone and just trying to kind of stick to some plan that they've conjured up for themselves. I believe you would know this person as being someone who doesn't really amount to much. Like, they don't do anything kind of unsurprising, or they don't kind of just jump out of the box at you. They kind of just stay in their lane of who they are. And I don't think you're expecting this person to be a more prominent figure in your life anytime soon, despite what all of these bloody oracle cards are saying. We have, you don't hit my line no more, you don't make it ring, ring, ring. And I feel like that's you actually feeling a bit grateful of the space. I think that space between you and this person was intentional, either through your actions or the universe's, realizing that your energies are misaligned. However, we also have Cassie, me, and you. I've been waiting so long. I'm here to answer your call. A strong feeling of messages and communication and being one-sided with it. We also have no letting go. Got somebody, she's a beauty, very special, really and truly. Take good care of me like it's her duty. Want you right by my side night and day. No letting go, no holding back, because you are my lady. Yeah, this person has a big claim on you. They see you as a prize, but I don't like how these cards have come out. That Hanged Man reverse, very stuck on you, very obsessed. The Empress reverse, doesn't care what you want, it's about them. The King of Presents will do everything they can to get what they want. The Knight of Presents is patient. The Page of Needles, the Stalker vibes. The Two of Potions reverse, one-sided love. Not being able to, not having the same needs, not having the same wants, not being able to see eye to eye. So it is concerning. I want to have a look at why this is all happening. Spirit, I might actually leave that bullseye card out. Why is Group 1 haunting this person? Why is Group 1 haunting this person? We have the Three of Potions reversed. This person got very used to being around you. They miss your company. They miss your conversations. This person is still very attracted to you. They feel like more of a romantic love interest, but they could have been a close friend or someone who was trying to get closer to you as a friend. To be honest with you, I'm getting the message that you actually do haunt a lot of people, Group 1. And I feel like this is the most prominent energy for you, but I feel like you do haunt a lot of people. A lot of people want to be close to you. You have this warmth about you, that you have this energy of doing better and of going places. And I think that people want to follow up with that. You may be someone who has a lot of people checking up on you on the daily, seeing what you're posting and seeing what you're up to. But this person is definitely one of those people. They also feel like there was a lot more that could have happened between the two of you. They They feel like there is unresolved business. They feel like they never got to show you the best side of them, and they feel like they never got the best side of you. From their perspective, you cut them off for the right reasons, but before the right kind of potential could develop. They feel haunted by the what ifs and the could have, would have, should haves. This person and you do have an element of unresolved sort of energy, so we're going to cover that next. But I feel like at this stage, this person is still hopeful that something is going to happen between the two of you. So in terms of why you are haunting them, it's because you're a reflection of what happens when you don't take action when you want to. I think there's something that this person wanted to do with you, but they didn't. They either delayed it or they chose to preoccupy their time with something else. And because of that, they never got around to moving things forward with you in the way that they wanted to. It's highly likely that you've recently piqued their interest again, and they're kind of hoping to slide back in like nothing happened. But there is a lot of water under the bridge with this kind of person, so they don't feel like a brand new person, group one. If you were thinking it was a brand new person, you probably got messages in a different group. This is definitely a group that has water under the bridge. Even though there is new attraction, new desires, new hopes, there is definitely a sort of history here that is unresolved. So what is that unresolved history between group one and this person? They're showing me the King of Presents, commitment, loyalty, Six of Candles, appreciation. I'm hearing worship. Somebody wanted to be worshipped by the other. Queen of Presents reversed. It feels like a trophy situation. Like, I want this person just to kind of validate my sense of self. This person is a reward. If I have this trophy with me, then obviously I'm good enough for a trophy like that in the first place. I don't like that kind of logic. I don't like that kind of energy, that kind of mentality, but there is a strong feeling of this person believing that you're out of their league, group one, and they want you to be in their close circle, or they want you to be like more of a counterpart, because it's validating who they are and what they have to offer, as well as what they have in general. I feel like this person may want you for the sake of making themselves look better, without using too many more words. What is unresolved between the two of you? To be fair, I do think that there was a time when both of you were on similar trajectories. You were very compatible. You're both showing up as the King and the Queen of Presents. However, you wanted each other for different reasons. And that's why we started your reading with the Two of Potions reversed. You could not see eye to eye. You both wanted different things. At the core of you, there was a lot that was compatible. There was a lot that was similar. But when you break it down and when you really sort of add layers to this, I think that you both have different values. I think that you both have different goals, and I think you have different timelines in which you want to achieve those goals. This person is fixated on one thing and you're looking at it like, that would be cool, but I'd rather do this right now instead. So I do think that what is unresolved is maybe you didn't get to have that conversation, if you have a lot of water under the bridge with this person, around what your hopes for the future are and how that differs from what they may want. And so this person is kind of left on the string a little bit, wondering, oh, what if I just kind of communicated that more? Or what if I just gave more time to this connection? Would it have worked out? This person feels like if they had just been a bit more aggressive with their plans, things would have worked out. But on your end, I feel like you had completely different ambitions. This is the King of Candles at the back of the deck. I feel like you had different plans altogether. So what is unresolved is the fact that both of you had a lot of hopes for the future, where you noticed discrepancies in terms of you weren't able to see eye to eye or have similar trajectories. This person didn't. So it's unresolved in their end. They haven't found resolution in the fact that this probably wasn't going to work out from the beginning. I feel like they're very attracted to one ideal that you project online, which isn't a true reflection of who you are at your core. So let's get some channeled messages from this person now, starting with my deck. What does this person want to say to group one, Spirit? What What does this person want to say to group 1? Be more selfish. Yeah. I do feel like this person is really trying to get your attention, and they think that if you just put yourself first, then you two will end up falling back into each other's sort of arms. We have you are wrong. Yeah. This is where it feels very petty, and there's like an energy exchange of going back and forth and trying to prove something to each other. We also have I want to get you drunk reverse. So I feel like this person is recognizing that they don't have a lot of control over you anymore. I feel like this person is also recognizing that there is an unhealthy attachment to each other. And they're trying to communicate that through that awareness. I do feel like this person is saying it's not always bad. Like, it's not bad to really want something. It's not bad to really be attached to something. There's a strong feeling of you or nobody. What do you want? They're saying, I want you. With the Four of Cups reversed, they don't think they've missed out. They just think that they've experienced setbacks with you. We have now is not the time. Where are they recognizing that from? I feel like that's more spirit. Yeah, spirit is saying, listen, try not to lose confidence in how you're feeling and where your head is at. We're channeling this person's energy. That doesn't mean that that's the right energy. Spirit is intervening to say, there are always two sides to every story. Trust the side that got you to your peace. We have definitely reversed. This person has had a change of heart. I worry about us a lot. I didn't see it in the first place, but now I really do. So with the Seven of Swords, there is a feeling of sneakiness. For some of you, they could be using multiple accounts to keep tabs on you. Like a fake account, a finster. You are so beautiful, why do you need me? Struggling to see. Yeah, it's that feeling again of like, you're a trophy. So if I have you, it proves that I'm worthy of someone like you. Anything else from this deck? Do you even care? Yeah, because you're not giving me as much attention as you used to. I'm scared to jump out of a comfort zone to communicate with you. So I'm hoping that you'll eventually communicate with me. I'm hoping that you'll react to something that I've reacted to. This person is trying to get a reaction from you to kind of provoke you into stepping out and communicating with them first, because they are too afraid to do it themselves. I also want to get some messages from the Persephone Oracle deck. What does this person want to say to group 1? What does this person want to say to group 1? Okay, we're going to get this card. You could have been, you could have been a masterpiece. Now I'm not going to take reversals from this Persephone Oracle by Luli Cat. We'll just take them upright or nothing at all. I'd risk it all to feel something again. We can hide away from the world together. Yeah, you are a form of escapism for this person. That's what a Hanged Man reversed energy is like. Heavy feelings of escapism, being able to kind of escape from their responsibilities, from their concerns, from their troubles, from their worries, and just kind of fantasize about you. This person spends a lot of time fantasizing about you and just wondering what life with you would be like in an adventurous way, because there's a strong feeling of this person looking for a passionate distraction from the mundane. No one will understand what we are to each other. I feel like they don't tell a lot of people about what they're doing when it comes to obsessing over you. I understand if you don't want to speak to me. So there is water under the bridge here that this person is like, yeah, I understand that it's difficult between us. This is the golden age for us, they're saying. So they do have this weird optimism about the future with you and about things taking a positive turn with you. They may feel more confident based on a recent upgrade in their material world, thinking that they're more worthy of you now. This chapter is ending. What is ending? Here we go. What is ending? Nothing feels as good as you do. So they could be ending a chapter of sort of trying things out and just being a bit of a player, wanting to kind of feel for different vibes of people and see different people. I feel like this person is wanting to kind of settle down now, and they're looking at you as a primary candidate. What else does this person want to say? I wish things were different. Yeah, this is not where they want it to be right now, for sure. I can't sleep. I can't think. I'm too lost in you. I I wouldn't doubt that. Definitely obsessed, but that's not your problem. Let's get some advice for you. What is the advice for my group ones? What is in their best interest to do in this situation? What is in group one's best interest to do in this situation? What is in group one's best interest to do in this situation? Okay. We have weight of truth. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with this person. As heavy as the truth may be, it can also set you free. I'm just going to leave it as that, okay? I'm not going to over-explain that. Labyrinth. Be straight with your energy, otherwise you will attract the confusion. So Spirit is saying at the core of you, if it's really driving you crazy, then it's probably not the answer. Anything that overwhelms to the point of confusion consistently is probably not the answer. You're looking for something that is clear, that is direct, and that will ultimately be very obvious in how it makes you feel. If you're feeling confused, it's not the answer. If this person makes you feel confused and you're just wondering, like, maybe I can grow to love this person over time, it's probably not the answer. There is a strong message here of gaining clarity in how you feel. And if you are too confused, don't make a big decision. Don't force yourself into a serious situation based on a confused feeling. What else can you offer group one? I keep wanting to say 2 and 3. I'm terrible. We have stay back. And we have body as a house. Yeah, maintain healthy boundaries with this person. Don't engage, especially due to sympathy. Spirit is saying don't engage just because you feel sorry for this person. I know that sounds really heartless and cruel, but that is where you accidentally bite off more than you can chew right now. Body is a house. Your body is a temple. Your house should be your fortress. Maintain your peace and take care of your body. So I feel like this is in the case of how much you're showing online as well, which I could relate back to myself. Just really honoring yourself, your vessel, who you are, and reminding yourself that what you do put out there can dwell in the deep, dark depths of somebody else's fantasies. So just look after your beautiful self and remind yourself that unfortunately the internet does expose us to a whole world of people. And if we have an image out there that shows the whole world of people something we do not like, they could be obsessing over it to the point where they feel like we're haunting them and we're inadvertently attaching ourselves to that person's energy. Is there advice on how to cleanse their energy of this unwanted attention? We got a few cards. We got this one. We got this one. Hiding. Spirit's like, just stop showing so much. Oh my gosh, who invited the archaic parent? We have hiding down here. Okay, so definitely a case of taking some detox time from putting yourself out there and just like focusing on yourself again. That's not a permanent solution though, is it? So we also have the lonely journey of the priestess. Separating yourself from this unwanted attention could look like you seeking another way to express yourself in general, or finding ways to secure your plight, which could look like blocking people who you feel are giving you unwanted vibes. Okay, thank God we have those tools available so that certain people do not have to look at our content. If this is not an online thing, if this is the real world, Sweet Pea, take a different route. Always ensure your physical safety. Don't put yourself in a vulnerable position of being alone with one random person who could be very massively obsessed with you. It's about being smart about the journeys that you take in the physical realm and how you travel physically. Spirit is saying companionship. Never walk alone, especially late at night or in a busy area where it's hard for people to hear you in a kerfuffle. I never use that word, that's so weird. Very practical advice, interesting. We have laughing and crying reversed as well, so in terms of how to separate yourself from unwanted energies, stand firm in how you feel about what you're putting out there, and don't let other people's opinions change that feeling. This is a mixed feelings card. When it being reversed, Spirit's like, just stand firm in the feeling behind what put that out there, because you were proud of how you looked in that photo, because you were really happy with the way that the light was hitting your skin in that photo. Whatever it is, stay true to that that emotion and you will attract people of a similar vibration. If anything is unwanted, do what you can to physically block that energy, and then also giving yourself the option to physically just remove yourself from that unwanted situation if you have to with this hiding card. With Volcano at the back of the deck, I feel like your closing energy is all about giving yourself ways to express yourself, to embrace your creativity, and to do the things that excite you. By all means, continue to lead a passionate life of expression and authenticity. Just be aware that the undercurrent of this beautiful, passionate energy is this attraction of other people who have that passion and obsess over it. So let us pull some cards to have a look at what we're covering in your extended reading. For my group ones, what are we looking at in their extended reading? Okay, we have the Four of Cups. What else are we looking at in group one's extended reading? We have that King of Pentacles again, this time reversed. What else are we covering in group one's extended reading, Spirit? We have the Star card reversed. We also have the there's more than 4 swords. We have 10 swords at the back of the deck. Now, let me just real quick, I had TikTok open. What the heck? I don't even use TikTok. All right, let's get my voice notes out. So for my group 1 bebbers, in your extended reading, Spirit wants me to talk about this Four of Cups reversed. Spirit wants me to highlight the kind of options or opportunities to connect romantically, platonically, that you should be paying attention to. There is a feeling here of please don't miss out on an opportunity. So what is that opportunity, and how can you gain more joy from your interactions with those around you? We also need to talk about this King of Pentacles reversed. That King of Pentacles reversed is a strong feeling of stubbornness, of selfishness, and I do think we need a better way of identifying who this person you are haunting is. For people in the extended, we can get more specific so that we can also figure out how you can protect yourself from their energy. Spirit also wants you to know what their intentions are towards you, so we'll clarify that in the extended reading. The good thing about the extended readings is less people, so we can get a bit more specific. So that'll be fun to do on the King of Pentacles. Now, with this Star card reversed, we also need to ask what is going on for you in the future, because I do feel like y'all are going to get some sort of popularity, some sort of recognition. You're meant to be in the spotlight of some nature, so how can we cope with that kind of attention? We need to have a look at how to build your self-esteem and the company that you keep, because there's a message here about your friends and the people around you. So we'll query that in the extended reading as well. But lastly, with this 10 of Swords at the back of the deck, Spirit also wants you to know that the endings that you've been experiencing, or the difficult decisions that you've had to make in terms of the people around you, in terms of how much of your life you show, and in terms of putting yourself first and prioritizing your own needs, are leading to a new beginning. I want to get some confirmation for those who are still putting an end to some difficult cycles on what you can do to get to this point, and we're going to have a look at what you can expect next, because there seems to be a blessing just around the corner. So we'll have a look at what that is because of the actions that you've made. I feel like you're being rewarded in some way. We'll figure that out in the extended reading. So if the first part of your reading did resonate, group 1, and you would like to join me in your extended, as I mentioned in the intro, all extended readings are on my website. The link is in the description box. Thank you so much, group 1, for joining me today on my channel right here on YouTube. I appreciate all your time, your energy, your support. Thank you so much for supporting me, this community, and free tarot on YouTube in general. I hope today's reading was fun for you, was interesting, and maybe confirming about what your intuition has been telling you all along. Please look after your beautiful self. You get a lot of attention, group 1. That doesn't mean that you deserve this kind of attention. I just worry about how that impacts you. So do what we covered in this reading in terms of the advice. Check in with yourself, be proud of yourself, express yourself, look after yourself, and I hope to connect with you in another video. Bye! Hi, group 2, and welcome to your reading. if you chose this Live at the Ghost Tarot deck, then this is going to be your reading. We're asking Spirit today, I'm just going to move the microphone up a little bit, who are you haunting? We got a lot to cover in today's reading. There will be an extended as well, but we're going to talk more about your extended reading at the end of this video. So I'm going to shuffle this card back in for now. Spirit, please tune me into Group 2's energy. Group 2, I want you to just, if you're doing something else, just be still for a moment. Focus on my voice, focus on this video. I'm just asking for about 30 seconds of your time. Spirit, help me connect to Group 2's energy so that we can figure out who is haunting my Group 2's. Who is haunting my Group 2's? Thank you. All right, Group 2, feel free to go back to whatever it is you were doing while you were watching this reading, while I lay out some cards for you. So, from Tarot, we have La Justice reverse. This is the Justice card. I probably said that with the worst accent ever. I'm so sorry. We also have Obsidian coming out for you from the musical... what is this called? Oh my days. Every time I have to check. The Playlist Oracle by Jalissa's Messages. We have Keisha Cole, Heaven Sent. Feel free to pause the video if you wish to read all the lyrics. We also have... I'm going to zoom out a little bit because I'm not doing myself favors with that zoom in. We also have Beyonce, Best Thing I Never Had. Oh my gosh, this is like classic Beyonce for me. This is the Beyonce that I grew up with, apart from her Destiny's Child era. Okay. We also have Neo, Mad. Interesting. Spirit, who is haunted by Group 2? Interesting. Yeah, I'm seeing that for a lot of you, the person who you're haunting is someone that you have a very close relationship with. This is someone who you're very close with usually. Okay, my Group 2s? You're either in a relationship with this person romantically, or you just have had a very close working relationship with this person. I feel like this person is very grateful to have you. However, at the time that you're at this reading, this person is not content with where things are at. They feel like they have to guess what you're doing. So they feel haunted by most likely a decision that you made. I feel like they're putting it on you, but we'll see what Tarot has to say. They also feel haunted by the consequences of their own actions. This person wants to be more involved in your life. They're looking at working together on something. And I feel like at this stage, they could be feeling as though your connection is not on the best terms. There seems to have been an argument for some of you with this Neo Mad, but for others of you, with this Beyonce Best I Never Had, it could be that they didn't shoot a shot and there wasn't an argument, but there's this built-up feeling of regret or even resentment over how lives were changed based on what wasn't done. So I feel like if we look at this person's energy, who is haunted by you, this is most likely someone who really values your connection. They're most likely someone who was looking for a little bit more from you, my Group 2s. They're most likely somebody who, I'm guessing with this Obsidian, you may have had to have healthy boundaries with, or they may have put up a wall against you with this Obsidian. This is a protection crystal, but the snowflake on this Obsidian is almost trying to be very selectively, we're trying to heal, or we're trying to only protect parts of the energy. We don't want to block it out and push it away altogether. We're just trying to be like a filter. We don't want to accept that, but we do want to accept this. So this feels like someone who you could have really worked on your relationship with them for years to get to where you are today. For a lot of you, there's a lot of like appreciation here. I would even argue with the heart chakra being here, there's love. there is a feeling of we're not always on the same page, but our relationship is functional and it serves a purpose, and we get the job done when we need to. So I do feel like this person is someone who is keeping an eye on you with this story dice over here, which, by the way, if you like these story dice, you want to get your hands on your own. I got these from Jalissa's manifestation store. But I also see that this is someone that I just feel like they want to shoot a shot with you, or they want to work with you, or they want to kind of get closer to you. So they're waiting for a better time. Now, I might actually put the dice up there and we'll just get some clarifying messages about who this person is. I might actually pull... Who is this person? Oh, wow. To group 2, Spirit. Who is this person to group 2? Sorry, I am leaning on the camera a little bit, so I apologize if it's like really shaking a lot. Some of y'all get really upset about that. I'm just trying to get comfortable, man. Okay, we have the moon reversed. Who is haunted by group 2? How does group 2 know them? The King of Cups. Yeah, there are feelings here. Oh, there were. Why is the King of Cups reversed now, Spirit? We don't know the full extent anymore. You may have been closer to this person previously. You don't know, or they could have been an old flame. You don't know how much this person still cares about you, is what Spirit is saying. You don't realize they keep it all under wraps. Yet they care about you a lot. They really look at you as someone who is an incredible person, first of all, but also someone who offers a lot of growth. And I think this person wants to continue to grow with you. That's the vibe. Who is this person? Yeah, for a lot of you, you could even be in a relationship with them, because I'm seeing like longevity, I'm seeing partnership, I'm seeing heart chakra activation, I'm seeing hard work, indication of marriage, like those kinds of vibes, you know, where like you have to put in work to get that favorable outcome. Marriage is not easy. That kind of commitment is not easy. So at the back of the deck, we have the Sun. I do feel like this is someone who is very, very grateful that you're in their life in any extent. My group 2s, this is mostly for people who I feel are in relationships or are building a relationship with someone in their life. There is romance here, if we want to claim that, but there is also a strong appreciation and a strong sense of unconditional love here. It feels like this is the kind of connection that you are really being pushed to unconditionally love and accept one another, because there are setbacks in that you don't always see eye to eye, you don't always act in the way that the other person expects you to, and you don't always do things that are best, excuse me, that are benefiting of the other person. There is a strong sense of individuality even in this partnership. There's a strong feeling here of the two of you experience certain delays due to individual endeavors and individual goals, which I don't think is a bad thing. But based on these cards, I'm seeing that it does affect your person. I think that they feel haunted specifically by their feelings for you, because there is a feeling of disappointment here. There is a feeling of high expectations about what the future holds. And there's also a feeling here of you both getting heated over little things, when this person's like, that's not the point of this though. We should be focusing on the future. We should be focusing on the outcome, the destination, not the little setbacks in the journey. And I feel like this person may at times forget to just embrace the here and now with you, which is your point, I think, group 2. You're like, well, how do we get there if we can't start here? That's what I feel like is the separation at the moment, or the difference that is causing an issue and haunting this person. There is a feeling of this person just doesn't understand that part of you. You two may resonate as having different sort of values. Like there's obviously your human values that could be very similar, that could have attracted you to this person. The fact that this person is kind or compassionate or passionate in general. But there's something about your other values that this person just doesn't get, which could be linked to your faith, your spirituality, your personal beliefs, your sense of hope. You know, this person's more of, I feel, a logical thinker, or someone who tries to make objective decisions that are goal-based, whereas you're like, no, I got to feel what my heart wants, and I got to measure, you know, how badly I want it, and all of this, and what's the cost, and what does that look like in terms of the sacrifice, and how is that going to make me feel? And this person's like, it's not that complicated. I do think that this is somebody who is holding their feelings to themselves a little bit. They may have started to open up with you with the moon card being here, reverse group 2. They may have started to explain to you what they were feeling. But with the King of Cups reversed, there's still a lot more. You only have the tip of the iceberg with this person. They have not fully disclosed their positive feelings and their more fear-based feelings, because this person is very fearful about the decisions that are being made currently. They also feel concerned about the future growth. This is someone who I feel most of you are planning on having a future with in some capacity. There is a focus here on a material-based future, on building a life together or building a career together, because it does feel like a working partnership in which you both actively work on this together. But with this 5 of Cups being here, I do think that this is someone that you may have had to have a realistic conversation with, or someone who you may have had to show, like, listen, I've got other things going on as well, or I can't always feed everything into this situation with you. So there is a strong feeling here of being disappointed. And I want to have a look at exactly why now this person is feeling haunted by you, because that should hopefully shed a bit more light. With the Justice card coming out reversed, there is a strong feeling of them being haunted by a decision. Spirit, for my group 2s, why is this person feeling haunted by group 2? Why is this person feeling haunted by group 2? Okay. We have the Ace of Cups. I have the 4 of, I want to say, Swords reversed. 6 of Cups reversed. The 5 of Wands with the 9 of Wands. Okay, so let me zoom out a little bit. Why is this person feeling haunted? To be honest with you, I'm just going to wipe my nose real quick. There is a lot of love here. This person wants more, group 2. They want more. I'm sorry if I couldn't get too specific with who is haunting, who are you haunted by. The main reason, hopefully this will help explain who they are though, the main reason they feel haunted by you is because of this Ace of Cups and 4 of Swords reversed. This person is constantly asking themselves, am I doing enough? Am I giving enough to group 2? Am I offering enough? They're trying to find a way to put their heart on their sleeve with you, sweets. And it feels like with this 4 of Swords reversed, this is out of their comfort zone. This is pushing them to take action that they haven't had to take in a while. It's very much like Han Solo being reanimated after being metallicized, or however you want to, whatever that process was. I don't think he was frozen. It was preserved in some sort of metal. That's what it feels like. This person is having to reanimate and just figure out what to do physically. There is a strong feeling, especially with that 6 of Cups there, of this person coming back to you, group 2, as though they are trying to connect with a simpler energy or a more innocent vibration of acceptance, of unconditional acceptance and love. They could be asking for forgiveness or wanting to issue an apology, to try to bring back this beautiful, warm and fuzzy feeling. If you don't resonate as this person being from your past, because we have the Ace of Cups here, they could very well be a brand new person. If you're confused and wondering like who from my past is coming back, then it's probably someone brand new who is having the opportunity to connect with a very warm and slightly vulnerable version of themselves that a lot of people haven't seen in a while. And that's because of their emotional interest in you. I do feel like you're drawing aspects of this person's personality out that people haven't seen in so long. And there's this warm feeling of coming home to you, which is why it felt like it was someone that you'd already met. I do think that the main reason this person feels haunted is because they want to take the right action. And I think with that 5 of Wands, they could be feeling pressure from external forces. The competition around you, deadlines, stress, this idea of them needing to kind of be the main one and the only one who conquers this battle and wins your attention for the right reasons. For a lot of you, group 2, this feels like someone who has already established some sort of partnership or connection to you, and they're really trying to push things to the next level. They're trying to challenge the current energy, and they're trying to create space for a new forged relationship that is more functional and that offers more justice, because this person does not feel like they're living authentically in the capacity that they currently know you. They want to know you better. They want to know you more. They want to know what it's like to be closer to you. So I feel like with this 9 of Wands here, the main reason they're haunted by you is because they're constantly assessing when the best time to act is. They're constantly challenging themselves and pushing themselves and trying to really get to a point where it happens organically and it's not so much of an active battle. But for right now, they are having to assess the situation and try to choose their battle with you, of like, when do I do this? How do I do this? I feel this person being very creative and trying to come across as confident and charming, but there's a lot of stress, a lot of pressure behind this as well. So that's the main reason they are haunted by you. There's a strong feeling of them wanting to find an opportunity to offer their cup of love to you. And finding that opportunity is difficult for this person. It's outside of their comfort zone, and it's forcing them to be more vulnerable than they've been in a very long time. This person could be used to people approaching them, for example, and they're having to really just sit there and be like, okay, I have to really make this happen. Like I have to do this for group 2. So let me just shuffle some more cards. Spirit, is there any other clues on how group 2 may know this person if they are a new person? We have the Page of Swords. You most likely met online or in a public space where this person was able to observe you from a distance. Any more clarity? 2 of Pentacles. It was a busy time of the day. I'm hearing peak hour or rush hour, a time when you were just stuck. You were busy doing something that you always do almost daily. It was like a routine that you have in place. Busy time of your day. So you may not have noticed this person immediately. Anything else you can tell them? Yeah, it looks like you were running errands or something like that too for some of you. The 4 of Swords, you were healing, you were recovering, you were trying to work on your peace of mind as well. Physically, you were busy. Mentally, you were distracted. You were just trying to maybe even meditate or find your peace amongst what was going on around you. You may have even been just, getting ready for bed if you were online. The Hierophant. The last scenario I want to throw at you without confusing you more is that you may have met this person in an institution that you use to better yourself, to change yourself, to connect with yourself. It feels like everyone goes there for different reasons. It's not, because it's reversed, it's not like a typical setting in which you're all there experiencing the same lesson or the same journey. You all go there for different reasons. It could be an institution, but if it is, like, you all do different things there. You all go there for different reasons. It's like, it could be like, for example, to use this as an example, say this is a community center. Maybe you went to the Zumba class at 5 o'clock and this person was in the weights room upstairs. Or maybe you went to the guest speaker forum in the function room and this person was playing basketball next door. Like, it's kind of like a space that is occupied by different people who do different things. You're not all there for the same thing. That's what it feels like. Okay, so for people who may know this person already, can we get any other confirmation on who this person is, Spirit? For people who think they may know this person already, I'm sorry if this is confusing you. I just want to get as specific as possible. So for people who may know this person already, can we get confirmation on how group 2 may know this person already? Devil card reverse, judgment reverse. These are some heavy energies. If you know this person, you've had your ups and downs, but you are not on bad, volatile, aggressive terms now. Okay, this person is not someone who would have caused you physical harm. Spirit's saying for most of you, this isn't a past person in a negative way. Yeah, okay. So if you resonate as this person already being established in your life, they're established for the right reasons. You both have a lot of love for each other. You're probably in a relationship. You've had to address codependency in the past. You're very committed to one another. And this person has proven their commitment to you, in which case they're coming towards you with a new offer towards your relationship, an opportunity to take the relationship further. So if you know this person, you're already in a relationship with them. That's the only other message for this group. With the Devil card reverse, this is not somebody who caused you stress, pain, angst, and left you in an very compromising, toxic situationship. This is not that person, okay? This is not someone who is tried to restrict you, control you, manipulate you. This is not someone with the Judgment card reversed who has tried to gaslight you and stop you from growing and becoming empowered. This is not someone who lies to you. This is not someone with the Judgment card reversed who has limited your abilities to move forward and made you feel stuck to the point where you can't focus on anything else except this connection. This is not someone with the Sun card reversed who has caused heavy bouts of mental health issues, including depression and probably other mood disorders. This is not someone who, with the Sun card reversed, negatively impacts your mental health to the point of hospitalization. So if you were thinking of someone like that, this is not them, okay? Spirit is saying this, if you resonate as this person being a part of your past, it's because you are in a meaningful, emotional, committed relationship with them. They have not caused any of these issues. Really wanting to make that distinction there. So let's move forward, group 2. We're going to get some messages on what is unresolved between the two of you now. What is unresolved between group 2 and this person? What is unresolved? What is unresolved, Spirit? We have the King of Wands reversed. What is unresolved between group 2 and this person? Okay, we have the Emperor. Masculine energies coming out very strongly. Yeah. It's giving me Aries energy, first house energy, new energy. The main issue is growth. This person feels like they're limiting your abilities to grow in some way. They're taking it personally because they want you to be aspirational. They want you to feel creative and inventive and passionate and excited. This person has some sort of proposal about how your connection can grow. And with the Emperor being here, group 2, they want to take charge. There's a strong feeling of accountability and responsibility with that Emperor energy. Planning something out, but somebody in charge of that plan. We had the Page of Wands come out reversed as well. What else? Three of, Cups. So for those who haven't been able to, because remember you did have a disagreement with this person, or there was something in which you weren't able to be as close as this person wanted to. I feel group 2, like this person really wants to get things clarified with you. They want you to be on the same page. They want you to be emotionally invested in one another's goals, and they really want to get clear on something that their heart is set on. They want to get clarity from you. They already have clarity within themselves. They know what they want. I'm hearing, I know what I want, but they want to know what you want. How does this impact your plans with the connection? How does this impact your plans for yourself? Trying to clarify feelings, trying to clarify what your heart wants amongst everything that could be a possibility right now. What does your heart want is what they're asking. The main issue that could be unresolved is that with this 3 of Cups, there does need to be a more playful opportunity to connect, that where a serious conversation can be had, but it just feels really fun. It feels like you're both laughing a lot. There's like food around, there's drinks. It's just a really fun environment in which maybe even other people are involved, catching up with friends, mutual friends. It almost feels like this person's like, you know what, I just need this feeling of closeness with group 2. I need to gain that. I need to organize that. I need to plan that. I need to make that happen. This person wants to be closer to you, group 2. They want to feel like they know where they stand and they know what's going on. They also want to be taken seriously by you. With the King and the Page of Wands reversed, this person is afraid of you seeing them as someone who's immature and as someone who doesn't amount to anything, as someone who can't stand up and take what is theirs. They want you to see them as someone who is capable and confident, in control, and also direct. When they want something, they go for it. They are coming through as a very masculine energy, group 2, but they want to definitely come across as someone who is in control of that masculine energy. This is also a jealous person, so if they feel like other people have had a lot of your attention, or they just feel a little neglected a little bit lately, they're taking that very personally. They're taking the fact that you two have something special, but other people seem to get a lot of your time and attention personally, and they're wanting to correct that without blaming anybody. They're like, no, I should be pushing myself to the top of the list. I should be making my efforts, my desires, my wants, my needs known. They're taking it personally as in, like, how have I failed myself because now I feel like neglected in this thing with group 2. So let's get some channeled messages from this person to group 2. Why is my deck seizing? It's weird. Ooh. Channeled messages. What does group 2's person want to say to group 2? I know it's over. He's back to my vehicle. Sorry, I play songs in the background. I'm just singing to it. This song is Casio by Jungle. It's specifically that part of Casio. I just want the keys back to my vehicle. I don't know if you know that song, but that's one of the lyrics. Sorry for yawning. I probably just made you yawn too. Why is yawning contagious? Anyway. Not the point right now, Lorraine. We have the 4 of Swords. I lie awake thinking about our future. Ace of Wands. I have so much desire for you. Ace of Wands again. Damn. They have a lot of desire for you. Yes. I know you from somewhere. I feel the same way. You hurt me, but that's okay, I guess. Do you think about me too? I could be your hero, baby. I could be your hero, baby. Stop. You take my breath away. Okay, hang on a second. Card, where... This is so annoying. That's the only annoying thing about having long nails. I can't pick cards up sometimes. Okay. Group 2, I'm going to lay more cards out, and then we'll get some unfiltered channeled messages. What does group 2's person want to say to group 2? This is the Persephone Oracle deck by Luli Cat Tarot. L-U-L-I, Cat Tarot. What does this person want to say to group 2, please, Spirit? Welcome. I don't take reversals in this deck yet. I want to trust you again. It's hard. It's hard because you get so much attention. I can't sleep, I can't think, I'm too lost in you. I keep you in my prayers. This chapter is ending. What does group 2's person want to say to them? Sorry, group 2, I just kept shuffling. I didn't realize the camera had stopped recording. We have a few messages here though. This chapter is ending. Someone has to apologize. We can do this together. What else does group 2's person want to say? I'm watching you always, and do you miss me? So there is a feeling of longing, there is a feeling of missing. There's also a feeling of desire and new beginnings in this group. So there is a chapter ending for both of you respectively. It feels like this chapter could have a lot to do with how you have been allocating time and responsibilities. This person is sensing a huge shift in their energy in which they need to take more responsibility for what they want and for what they are passionate about and what they desire, and they are desiring a closeness to you that they know they can't gain unless they push themselves out of a comfort zone. They are keeping their eye on you very strongly. Even if they're a new person, they're always watching you, sweets, when you're out in public, when you're doing things. If they're an older person or you have like a connection to this person already, they are keeping their eye on you in any capacity possible. So consider social media, your stories, for example, anything that you may post publicly for your whole friends list to watch. This person is watching you. Now, outside of that weird stalker vibes, this person who's haunted by you is also haunted by their feelings for you. They're saying, I want to trust you again. Someone has to apologize. Do you miss me? They care about you a lot to say, I keep you in my prayers. There could be a religious tie, but I feel like that is more a message of this person caring about you enough to pray for you. We don't pray for everybody, you know, at least not by name or not by intention. We may say, please bring peace to this world, but I don't think that this person would just pray for anybody that they notice on the streets. I think they have a lot of care for you already, a lot of love for you for some of you, and the current situation is stressing them out. I can't sleep, I can't think, I'm too lost in you. This person spends a lot of time thinking about what could be in the future with you, group 2. And they spend a lot of time thinking about when they're going to see you next and making the most out of every opportunity that they interact with you. This person is actively seeking your energy. They want to be closer to you. They want to get your attention. They want to get your attention for the right reasons, though. So I do feel like this person is trying to come across as confident, as strong, as heroic, and even with the 6 of Wands, I could be your hero, baby. They definitely want to be on the same page, and they want to create a space in which you feel safe enough to be emotionally open with them, which is why they're coming through in such a protector, provider role, because they want you to feel safe, taken care of, enough to be able to communicate what you're going through and to be able to communicate your emotional wants and needs. This person really wants to know how you feel and what you're feeling towards them, especially with this well, to be fair, there's a lot. We have a 6 of Cups here. We have a 2 of Cups here. There's just a strong feeling of like, I want to create space in this connection for more emotional vulnerability, to connect, to be closer to you. So let's get some advice for you now, group 2. What is the advice for group 2? Just from a distance. We've got Drake on in the background now with passion fruit. What is the advice for group 2? Oops, the all-knower. Not to get even. I can't not sing. Oh, well, might not be the best singing, but when a song comes on that you just resonate with, you know, just got to sing it. We have Rainbow Transference coming out, 21 and 14. Those are factors of 7. Not to get all technical, but 7 is a very, look, 7. Anyway, 75. So at the back of the deck, we also have 58. If it was 56, we could follow the 7 theme, but okay. Interesting. Afraid of the attic at the back of the deck. Spirit is saying, please hold on to your truth. Be honest, no matter how difficult it is. Vulnerability is not something that is fostered in our societies. We often try to eradicate it, either consciously or as a byproduct of survival in many different upbringings. So vulnerability is a difficult thing. It's not easy, but Spirit's saying be honest with this person, be honest with yourself, especially with the weight of truth in this deck. It's an honesty of feelings, really. It's about getting back to the core of what you want and just being truthful about what that is. With Rainbow Transference Reverse, Spirit saying don't go out of your way with this person. Don't bend boundaries. Don't regress or recess in terms of things that you have previously learned, especially when it comes to what is best for you and moving forward and being hopeful for your future. Let this person step up. Don't step down. And I think with the all-knower being here, Spirit's saying, to be fair, you're already doing a lot of what you should be doing in this situation. So keep your truth. Stay true to the path that you're already on. Keep doing what you're doing. What you're doing seems to be best for you. So keep that path true. And I think with Afraid of the Attic at the back of the deck, there is a strong feeling. I don't know if you got to see that card. It's reversed here. There is a strong feeling of letting this person have the dignity and the space to overcome their own fears, not intervening unnecessarily. Look, we have Justice under that reversed. Because at that point we're enabling and we're taking away their right to figure this out for themselves. So I believe the more hands-off you are, the better, and the more focused on just maintaining healthy boundaries and healthy progression towards whatever it is that you are working on, the better. Give this person that energetic push to step up if they want to be a part of your life, group 2. Now let's have a look at what we're covering in your extended reading. What are we covering in the extended reading for my group 2, Spirit? Okay. Spirit was saying we got to cover this person's intentions. The Queen of Swords and the Ten of Wands reversed. And we also have the Tower and the Seven of Cups. All right, let me bring out my little voice notes. Okay, so group 2, in your extended reading, we're going to be looking at what this person's intentions and next actions are. We're also going to have a look at the decisions that you're making and if there's anything that you should do in this situation. I don't think there is, but we'll have a look at it anyway. We're also going to have a look with this Ten of Wands reversed about where to to be fair, this Ten of Wands is talking about unburdening. So I think in relation to this connection, Spirit's saying, how can you relinquish more control, and what should you be surrendering? Let's just keep it general. I'm going to address it as the Ten of Wands, but I think the main message here is what should you be surrendering in order to bring more peace and also more of the right energy, because it feels like you're manifesting something and there are still energetic blockages here. I think this person is a part of your manifestation, but we can clarify that as well. With this Tower energy being here, Spirit also wants to tell you about some unexpected changes that could be happening in the near future. These are based upon certain things falling down and kind of breaking apart, being destroyed. I was trying to say it gracefully, but let's be real. The Tower is quite a destructive energy. It doesn't really happen gracefully. Spirit wants you to be aware of what could be changing in your immediate future and how that could really change and rock the foundations that you're currently resting on. Because I do think that you're being pushed outside of a comfort zone too, and you're being pushed to really challenge the things that you're using as a crutch now. So Spirit wants to tell you more about that. Lastly, with the Seven of Cups being your bottom deck energy, we need to talk about what your options are in love and connection. We need to clarify what your heart wants versus what it actually needs. So we'll talk about that in the extended group 2 if that sounds helpful. If the first part of your reading resonated and you're intrigued about what the extended could have in store for you, the link to your extended reading is in the description box. It will be ready to go when you're watching this. If you're an Amethyst Hermie member on my website, you'll have access to all the extended readings in today's video going all the way back to February last year. You can enjoy that as part of your subscription. A huge thank you to all the Amethyst Hermies who have been with me, whether you just signed up or whether you've been with me for a while now. I really appreciate your support. Thank you so, so, so much. And to you, my group 2s, as a whole, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your support, your time, your energy. It has been a pleasure to channel for you today. You were a little bit of a maze to navigate through, so I hope I was able to offer you clarity and at the very least confirmation on what you may have picked up individually. This group was split, so if you do need more additional messages, either seek out a different group in today's general reading, or better yet, seek out a professional reader who can give you a personal reading. At the time that I'm doing this video, I am not offering personal readings, but there are plenty of talented, gifted readers available online, whether you book through their stores or whether you book through a secondary source like Etsy. So many reliable people. Just have a look at the reviews and check up their turnaround time in terms of how quickly they can get their reading to you, and I'm sure there is something out there to give you the clarity that you need. Thank you so much for all of your support here on YouTube, and I hope to connect with you in another video. Bye! Hi group 3, and welcome to your reading. I'm just going to move this camera a little bit. If you chose the Cosmic Slumber Tarot by Tilly Walden, then this is going to be your reading. This is what your judgment card would have looked like. Welcome my group 3s. Now as I shuffle this card back into your deck, please do me a quick little favor, my group 3s. Please pause whatever you are doing and focus on the video. It will only take about 30 seconds and then you can get back to your other tasks. I really want you to listen to my voice and to focus on the shuffling. We're asking Spirit for you, group 3, who is haunted by you? Who are you haunting? In order to get the most clear, honest messages, I really want you to stay focused while I tune into your energy. Spirit, please help me tune into group 3's energy. Who is group 3 haunting? All right, thank you so much, group 3. You may go back to whatever you were doing. I appreciate your cooperation. We have the Magician and the 7 of Torches at the back of the deck. For now, this is your primary card, which will tell us who you are haunting. We also have some other pre-shuffled oracle cards here. From my gem oracle deck, we have Jade, which is also the number 24 in this deck. We have Venus, the heart chakra, and the water element. From the lyrical, oh my days, Lorraine, don't do this. This is from Jalissa's messages, Jalissa's manifestation store. It's her musical deck. I always forget the name of the deck because I'm just so used to watching her channel. I always forget the actual name of the deck. I'm used to just seeing her pull the cards. But the first card from this beautiful deck is by Mariah Carey, We Belong Together. Let me zoom in a little bit, shall we? If you do want to read the lyrics on this card, please pause the video. We've got a few more. So sweets, the person who you are haunted by is reminded of you in music, because I actually pulled 4 cards and then I was like, Spirit, we only need 3. So I put 1 back and these were the 3 that were most connected to your person's energy right now. We also have My Boo by Usher. And we have Mariah Carey, Always Be My Baby. So there's a strong feeling of nurturing in this connection. There is a strong feeling of love. There is a strong feeling of just really looking after you. So for most of you, I feel like this was someone who you're in a relationship with, but for others of you, this is probably someone who cares about you a lot. They really do care about you. They have a lot of love for you. They have strong feelings for you. And there is a strong sense of I need to nurture and protect this person, because the protection vibe is more Venusian than bloody Mars based. So when we have protection from the Venus standpoint, it's really more of a adoration, out of devotion, out of fascination as well. And instead of it coming from a objective standpoint, it's like this person covets you. Group 3. So who is haunted by my group 3s, please, Spirit? Who is haunted by my group 3s? Who is haunted by my group 3s? Really? Who's haunted by my group 3s? There were more messages, but it was a very specific message. So I might pull some more tarot. Hopefully it'll come out in tarot. Because those die just weren't going to get it. But anyway, these are the story dice. Let me zoom you in a little bit more. This will help me figure out your connection to this person. And then I'll read the cards for you as well. So how do you know this person? This person feels like someone who was a bit sneaky. They're very careful with their actions, and they're very careful with how much they show. This person doesn't show the same personality in front of everybody. There are different sides to this person, and only a few people get to see those sides. You got to see a side to them that a lot of people don't, but at the same time, it wasn't their true self. This person's very careful about showing themselves in a very grandiose way in front of you. They want to come across as almost invincible, as almost godly. This is someone who doesn't like to show weaknesses. They don't like to appear to be less than human. Like they don't want to come across as someone that has a soft spot or a vulnerable side. In saying that, this person does like to eat though, and food or a food date, something around food could be significant for this person. For some of you, there is this feeling of them and you having a connection to a restaurant or a cafe or a place where food was served. Could have been a feast even. Could have been some sort of buffet or a family cookout, something like that. In saying that, this person is somebody who I feel is very conscious about the image that they give publicly. So when they were in these spaces, I feel like it was important for them to maintain a certain level of aesthetic appeal. This is someone who probably puts a lot of effort into the way they look, even if it appears to be a casual fit. This is someone who I feel is always looking at themselves in the eyes of others, and they are always trying to find a way to get noticed for the right things. When they don't want to be noticed, they're very good at blending in. This is someone who picks up a lot of background conversations and who knows a lot about other people, but I feel like a lot of people don't know much about them. Quite secretive. They have a secretive side, but they're very observant. Very observant. Just because they don't reveal much doesn't mean they don't like to be a part of the scene. This person is like a fly on the wall in most instances. They've spent a lot of time observing and studying you, and I do feel like there's still a lot that you don't know about them. I think that an identifying factor would be the conversations that you have with this person really stand out. They feel objective. When you talk to this person, it feels like they are talking to you for a specific reason, and you're just trying to figure out like what that reason is. In saying that, we also have the kind of message here of this person always keeps you guessing, always keeps you sort of wondering what is next. So let me move out and we'll talk about the cards that are on top of the dice now. My group 3s, 7 of Torches reverse. Let's talk about that first. This is most likely somebody who you have resigned your energy to because you aren't getting anywhere fast with them. Everything is their way or the highway. So you kind of leave the ball in their court, and it's up to them to kind of figure out how much more this situation with them evolves. There could have been disagreements in the past, but I feel like things kind of fizzle out before they get too big. I also think that this person does impact your self-esteem. I think it's more than just comparing yourself to them. I think it's more of the fact that the two of you are in a similar situation, and maybe because of that, it's like you look at them as your peer more than anything, or you're finding yourself comparing yourself to them more now than when you maybe originally met them. But I do think that this person and you are able to thrive more when you're not heavily intertwined in each other's energies. I think that when this person is around you too much, group 3, they most likely interfere with your positive energy, and they cause you to feel distracted and flustered. And maybe it's a really exciting feeling initially of like, oh wow, I haven't seen that person in a while, like what are they up to? But I think that once you actually get around them, it's very easy to kind of lose yourself in their energy. For them to be represented by the Magician, they're a silver tongue, very good with their words, group 3. They're someone who is considered to be, I don't want to say creative. It feels like they are more a creator of some sort. They're someone who I think would have quite an influence in your social community. Maybe people look up to them, or maybe they're just known as someone who comes across as being confident or charming. I think that this person is very careful about how they present themselves. So they want to come across as like this kind of magnetic force in the room, but it feels very forced. And I think that anyone with a strong intuition can see straight through the facade. A lot of people probably love to hate this person. It feels like you either love or you hate them, because you know that they're always fronting. There's always a mask with this person. There's always a fake persona. There's always a part of them that they keep at arm's length. And I feel like with the Magician being here, this person is probably very intelligent in a specific way. So they could be book smart, they could be street smart, they could be very good at people reading and very socially switched on, or they could be very acutely clever in a specific niche area of life, like gaming or something like that, you know, like they're just very aware of one specific subject. I think that they are a bit of a copycat for the Magician to be here. They mimic their environment. They mimic the people around them. It doesn't feel malicious. It could be in the wrong hands. It feels more like a coping mechanism. I think this person does this because that is all they are known to do. For example, it kind of gives me vibes of when someone is genuinely lacking that ability to kind of connect in that way due to maybe being on the spectrum of some sorts, or having a personality disorder, which means they do need to kind of put themselves in the second or third person at times to be able to connect with their situation and their environment. It doesn't feel malicious. It just feels like it takes them a little bit more to understand the gravity of their actions sometimes, and they've spent a lot of time observing that and knowing that. So nothing that they do is accidental because of that. I do think with the Magus being here, like, for lack of a better word, they come across as neurodivergent in one way or another, because they're very aware of other people and they're very aware of themselves. So with Jade being here, this person does not lack empathy for you. They have a lot of love for you, and they are constantly thinking about what is best for you. They are coming across as someone that's very self-centered, but when it comes to you, it's coming from, I really adore this person. It's an odd fascination obsession, because it's not the kind of obsession that would throw you into deep sort of obsessive feelings, which could become quite morbid and scary. It's more of an obsessive thought pattern about you. This person spends a lot of time thinking about what you look like, thinking about what you wear, thinking about why they're so interested in you. And they spend a lot of time trying to figure out what the appeal is with you, because they notice that you have a strong community around you as well. Whether that's just socially or family-wise, this person notices that a lot of people are attracted and interested in you. And so they're haunted by the perplexity of why. Why? Which we will get into more in the next part of your reading. We're kind of more focusing on who here. So who are they to you? This person is someone who will always try to be there for you in any capacity that they can. They will try to make themselves available for you. They have a strong desire to be a part of your decision making. They want to know what your next move is. They want to know why you choose to do the things that you do, and they want to be a part of your close circle. They want to be someone that you depend on, and they will try to find ways to make themselves dependable. They will try to interject themselves in your life. They could have Taurus placements, they could have Libra placements. It feels like this person is really adamant on having some sort of partnership with you in which they are offering you stability and offering you a strong sort of backbone in the choices that you make. It's like you may think, oh, like I really want to do this, but I don't have the car for it. They'll be like, I have the car for it. Let me take you. You know, like that's the kind of thing. They want to empower you in some way, but they want to be a part of the empowerment, which is interesting because it feels like they're the type of person that needs to be needed. Now, we're based on the songs. We have 2 Mariah Carey songs, so that could be significant. They're very lovey-dovey. Not all the songs in this deck are about love. In fact, at the back of the deck, we actually had addictive, and it wouldn't be a Who Are You Haunting reading without an addictive energy, but that card is called Truth Hurts, featuring Rakim. That artist is Truth Hurts featuring Rakim. Why did I say that song is called? And that addictive energy, I feel, is this person's tendency to be needed. And the songs are also indicating that their personality and how they interact with you is based on them really coveting you. It gives me that Venusian energy of obsession in which it's like, I need to be needed. And I'm obsessed with the way that you look, the way that you feel, the way that you smell, the way that you make me feel. This person is very interested in seeing what happens in the future between the two of you. They want what is best for you, but from the lens of I'm a part of that. So it does give me strong partnership vibes for Venus to be here. It does give me strong, unconditional vibes, like in the sense of this person would stand by you through a lot of shit, thick and thin, essentially. And I do think that a lot has already happened between you and this person as well. So I hope that kind of narrows it down. I will pull some tarot now just to clarify how you know them. From this beautiful deck. How does group 3 know this person, Spirit? How does group 3 know this person? Okay, we have the 6 of Torches reversed. That's creepy. We have the Princess of Swords reversed. Oh my gosh. We have the 8 of Swords reversed. How does group 3 know this person? We have the Prince of Pentacles reversed. Ah! Prince of Swords reversed. Stop it. Okay, group 3. Sorry if this gets a bit creepy, but if you don't have someone in your life that you recognize as a partner, then this is definitely a secret admirer who's interjecting themselves into your space, because this does give me strong fly on the wall vibes. The 6 of Torches reversed is someone that doesn't want to be seen in a public way. The Princess of Swords reversed is also someone who doesn't want to be seen and who is trying to be very careful about what they do because they don't want to come across as immature, they don't want to make the wrong choice, they don't want to make a mistake, and they don't want to piss you off. With the 8 of Swords reversed, they're also in their head thinking about this a lot. It takes them a lot of time to step out of that space and to take an action from a space of empowerment. They may spend a lot of time feeling stuck and hopeless and helpless, a victim to their negative thoughts. With the Prince of Pentacles reversed over here, there is a strong feeling of delays and really overburdening critique, like self-criticism, holding them back. This person could really struggle with how they see themselves, which is also represented by the 6 of Torches reversed. Sorry, a lot of messages coming through. I'm talking very fast. I apologize, but I can't really control it. That's how I channel sometimes. There is a strong feeling here of self-deprecation and being self-critical to the point where it has limited their ability to be more constant, more stable. This person has a lot of affection towards you. They just want to squeeze you, essentially. But they may just be able to stalk you from a distance or online. They may only be able to kind of go through another public way in order to get close to you, because it feels like the current way that you connect has to do with some sort of public setting, a social setting or an internet setting. Specifically, I would say internet, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's through friends of friends as well. I do think with the Prince of Pentacles being here, reversed, this person spent way too much time just thinking about the woulda, coulda, shouldas, to the point where now it's very much seeming like an ability. Like, excuse me, you are struggling to actually recognize this person's presence in your life. And I think it's because how you know them isn't really intimate. It's through somebody else. You don't have a close connection to them right now for most of you. I know that that's contradicting a lot of what I said in the beginning, but we were going from what this person's point of view was. Now we're going from your point of view. I asked Spirit, how do you know them? And Spirit's saying group 3 barely knows this person anymore or at all. I think with the Prince of Swords reversed, there's a lot of little interactions, but nothing significant from what I'm seeing. Nothing significant. So can we clarify, Spirit? What is their connection? How did these two become connected? Princess of Pentacles reversed and the Ten of Swords reversed. So you did become connected through something else. It feels like the two of you... Sorry, I'm just going to get a tissue, but I can keep talking while I'm doing that. I feel like the two of you connected because one of you was disinterested in something else. You were just kind of like bored or trying to look for something new and exciting. And there is also a reference here to distractions and just trying to kind of get out of your head. I feel like you met this person, your connection to them has to do with maybe a painful experience or a painful ending in your life that kind of pushed you to go out of your usual comfort zone of what you would usually do, and you were trying something new. There's a strong feeling of you almost being at rock bottom at the time when you met this person or at the time that you interacted with them. And I don't think the interaction was as profound to you as it was to them. This person was looking at you as a rare commodity, a prize, and you just kind of came into the scene and were like, you know what? Like, I've got my mind on other things, my heart on other things. You were not emotionally available. You were not emotionally invested. And with the Ten of Swords being here, you were mentally distracted and you were mentally focused on just getting through a difficult time to try to distract yourself from making it worse as well, like making the situation worse. So I feel like you were there to get your mind off something quite painful, quite difficult. And with the Princess of Pentacles reversed, it could have been some sort of physical activity. It could have also, because this is giving me Virgo energy, but it could have also been just something quick to kind of buy you time, like you were running errands, because sometimes the Princess of Pentacles is more Taurus-based. Outside of your regular routine, you decided to stop in at a coffee shop or at an ice cream store or at the arcade or this place you always went to when you were a child, or instead of taking that way home, how about I drive this way home? And this person saw you there, but you didn't seem to actually acknowledge them very much. So I need to ask now, why is this person so haunted by you, my group 3s? Time can't erase a feeling this strong. There's always that one person that will always have your heart. What are the chances of this person being an ex that had seen this group 3? Spirit, what are the chances of this person being an ex that has seen group 3 out and about after they broke up? So we didn't get the 3 of Swords, we got the 10 of Swords. So it feels more like you were distracted by other things, not this person. But what are the chances? 9 of Cups reversed, 10 of Torches. I don't think so. I don't think this is an ex. You were focused on yourself, not this person. Okay, so why are they so haunted by my group 3s then? Princess of Swords reversed. It's like that feeling, that frustrating feeling of not knowing the answer to something, you know, and it can't leave your mind, and curiosity was really piqued. They do have feelings for you. They have a crush on you, this person. They have a crush on you. Ace of Cups, developing new feelings for you, group 3. The 10 of Cups reversed. This is somebody who is very attached to the would have, could have, should haves emotionally. The idea of being able to explore things deeper and the fact that it hasn't happened thus far. So that's really pulling them in. They're haunted by the idea of what could be. I also feel like this person is emotionally dependent on the fantasy of what you are in their mind. You bring them escape from whatever else it is that they're going through. But the Seven of Swords, you're like their dirty little secret. They get to just kind of keep you secret. This is so bizarre. I wasn't expecting this, but again, like I read for so many different people, so, and we are all trying to kind of embrace the new normal and get out there. So Seven of Swords, this person is haunted by what you're doing. So I feel like they spend a lot of time thinking about what you're doing, what you're hiding from them, what you're not showing in a public way. They may spend a lot of time checking up on you. I just feel like I'm being, like, sharing the creepiest message, but I have to say what I see. The Princess of Swords. Yeah, there is this feeling of, like, trying to do it in a way where they're not giving you the wrong impression. So they're being very strategic, very careful. Why, though? Why? King of Torches reversed. So they feel haunted by the fact that things did not go according to plan with you. You haven't gone back to the last spot that they saw you in some time. This person's finding it hard to align with some sort of schedule or time frame. They were expecting to see you sooner, so they're haunted by the fact that things have not gone according to plan. You've not done what you did last time, which allowed the two of you to cross paths. There's a bit of anger and frustration here, but not at you, more at the situation. This person acknowledges that there's a side to them that is very odd and obsessive in the way that has connected them to you. They're haunted by you. They don't fully understand it, but they do feed into it through their actions, their sneaky behavior. And I don't think it's something that they express to a lot of people, but I do think some people in their inner circle are aware of the fact that they have feelings for you. I do think this person, in terms of why they're haunted by you, it's mostly because of their feelings, their infatuation, their crush. The fact that they are wanting to know, like, whether it's something more than a crush, whether it could be something more than a crush. And they're mostly haunted by when they're going to get to see you next. It's more of a when. They're haunted by the idea of, like, when am I going to just bump into them again? So what is unresolved between these two, Spirit? Why are they still connected energetically? It does feel like this person is more just kind of holding on to you, Group 3. What is unresolved? Yeah, that Ace of Cups tried to come out again. What is unresolved between this person and Group 3? Pay attention to people who smile when you walk into a room. Because that's probably who this person is. They smile when they see you. They're happy to see you. They're not trying to be the creep in the corner with the hat pulled over the head and the sunglasses on. They want you to see them. So when they know they're going to cross paths with you, or when they go to a place where there's a high chance of crossing paths with you, they're going to make themselves look as amazing as they can. They're going to be wearing that good perfume or cologne, and they're going to make sure that their hair is brushed out of their face, that their face is shining, really confident smile, making eye contact with you, just really trying to make a strong impression and get you to notice them. Big smile, strong eye contact. Like, they're not trying to hide themselves, but you just have not actually noticed them. Or you didn't think more beyond, like, oh, they're just being nice, they're just being kind. Like, no, this person actually has strong, like, crush vibes. What is unresolved? What is unresolved? Ace of Cups. Yeah, I knew it was going to come out again. It was Nine of Swords and the Star card. So there is an internet connection. This person may have found your online profiles one way or another. But the Star card is reversed. So what is unresolved? The question mark is the future. Huge question mark on the future. What is going to happen next between the two of you, at least from this person's point of view? The Ace of Swords, there's an idea that they wish to implement. Mostly what is unresolved is action. So I feel like what is next is more of a conversation that could lead to further action here. What is unresolved is this person kind of wishing that they could have said more, and maybe you wishing that you had noticed them more so that you could get a better understanding of who they are or what they actually want with you. I do see a conversation taking taking place if you are able to cross paths again, with the Ten of Torches being here. Also, what is unresolved is a strong feeling of expectations not being able to align with reality, mostly from this person, because they're the only one who was really conscious of the situation. So I feel like with this Ten of Torches, there's a strong responsibility to make certain things happen the next time they see you, and to really seize the opportunity to unburden some of this responsibility and these expectations. On top of that, though, the Ten of Torches can be someone who feeds a lot of energy into this situation. So what is unresolved is this person is feeding a lot of energy into this situation, putting a lot of work into this situation, which is why they are haunted by you. The Ace of Cups reversed, there's a question mark of unrequited love here, whether feelings are reciprocated. What is unresolved is, do they feel the same way about me? Question mark. A lot of unresolved questions. Nine of Swords, this is another reason why they're haunted by you, is because of the woulda, coulda, shouldas, the sleeplessness, the unknowns, the question marks that just whirl around this person's head. They spend a lot of time thinking about that and thinking about you and what is happening, essentially, what could happen. This person is not someone who just leaves things up to fate. They are someone who likes to seize the moment and really take advantage of opportunities. So I do see them doing that the next time that they get to be around you, my group threes. But the main reason they're haunted by you is because of this unresolved energy. The fact that they're feeding a lot of energy into it, they're not sure if you feel the same way. They do want to have a conversation with you, and they do want to explore the unknowns that have been haunting them as well. So let's get some channeled messages. I might actually put these cards away. Let's use my deck first. What does Group 3's person want to say to Group 3? What does Group 3's person want to say to Group 3? What does Group 3's person want to say to Group 3, please, Spirit? Let me have you. Seven of Swords. Seven of Wands again. Remember you had that in the beginning as your bottom deck energy. Frustration. They feel like an underdog. There is a strong feeling of, damn, I didn't leave a strong enough impression. So with those aces, my sweet souls, this could be someone very new, okay? When I was reading in the beginning, the energy was so strong that I was like, surely this is not a new person. But it was later revealed that you just left a really strong impression on this person. So in your eyes, there's still a newness to this connection in terms of how you know them. We also have the Strength card reversed. Interesting. Ah! That's not how I want the cards to come out. Yeah. You're my longest group too, my group threes. So I'm trying to make sure we don't take up too much more time, because otherwise the other groups will get jealous. Words do hurt. Interesting. What does this person want to say to my group threes? Say less. No, I lie, sorry. I'm like trying to get them to speak, and then all the cards just come out at once. They're very careful. They don't want to leave the wrong impression. My gosh. Ace of Swords and the Five of Swords. If I follow you, I could lose everything. Everything. Do you hear me? So many different accents in such a short period of time. Sorry, I'm just wiping my eye again. It's starting to get a little crazy over here. A lot of energy at this point. Group 3. What else does this person want to say? We may never know what was real. Perception is everything. What you perceive happened is not what this person perceived happened. Tell me what you want me to do. I believe we can get through this. Interesting. I think this person would be shocked to realize that you were not in a good place the last time they saw you. Do you miss me? I just can't leave you alone. Yeah, obviously. And you have to let it go. I can't be around you anymore. I feel like that's frustrating. I feel like that's not like a, I can't be around you anymore, leave me alone. I feel like it's more like, I can't be around you anymore. What you doing? Where are you? What are you up to? So I picked up on so many messages while I was shuffling, and it was really distracting, and that's why I got a bit weird. Because there's a lot that this person wants to say to you. There's a lot that they wish they could say. From my deck alone, this person is struggling with their confidence, which they're not used to. This is a good-looking person in most people's eyes. They're confident in their ability to hold a conversation. They're also very confident in the fact that people are usually very open and outgoing towards them. But with you, it feels like there wasn't enough last time, and they're worried that they're not going to get a next time either. At this point, oh my gosh, where's this yawn? I apologize. I have no idea where that yawn came from. At this point, they are worried with the Seven of Swords of being too much of an underdog and not having your full focus, your full attention, all your energy. You have a lot of this person's energy, let me tell you that. You occupy a lot of their energetic field, and you also occupy a lot of their mind. This person is quite a passionate person. They're also someone who I feel is quite loyal. So you know how you get crushes and you start to become loyal to those crushes despite the fact that you have other people interested in you? That's the vibe that I'm getting from this person. Words do hurt tells me that this person is being very careful again with what they say, not wanting to leave the wrong impression. But they're also trying to be careful about what they say to you so that they leave the right impression, and so that they make sure that they're being helpful to the situation in which they meet you in, which makes me think that they meet you in a setting where a certain conversation is inappropriate, or it's just not expected. It's not socially expected. Like, you're just there to buy your ticket for the train. Like, why would you open up and have a heart-to-heart conversation right then and there, you know? For some reason, this person is bringing back a public situation with this I could be your hero baby. It's the Six of Wands again. They're saying they want to meet you in a public space again. So you definitely met this person in a public space. You definitely met them in a place where they were feeling confident. They felt like they looked good. They scrubbed up nice, my group threes. And they want you to notice them. So they're going to do the same thing again. They're going to wear something so that you recognize them, but they're also going to make sure that they look good. With the Ace of Swords being here, there is a newness here, and that newness seems to be a conversation. I see this person really wanting to communicate with you. The Five of Swords being at the back of my deck, though, says that this person is afraid of coming on too strong or pushing you to the point where you're like, all right, well, I gotta go now. There's a strong feeling here of change and a win or lose, like high stakes type of thing, needing to push the parameters a little bit, and it feels like it could go either way with you. Now, from the Persephone Lulicat tarot deck, oracle deck, I should say, the messages are very indicative of their daydreams, their fantasies. We may never know what was real. Tell me what you want me to do. I believe we can get through this. I just can't leave you alone. Do you miss me? I can't be around you anymore, and you have to let it go. So I feel like this person is worried about you being too attached to things in your life that are distracting their ability to be a part of your life. It's almost like this person sees you as someone that deserves so much more, and they want to be that more, but they also are concerned that you're letting temporary things fill the space. There's a knowingness to this person's energy, which is really bizarre. Where we have the High Priestess who knows through intuition, we have this Magician knowingness of being a bit of a smart aleck, being a little bit of a cocky, well, I can't say that word on YouTube, but a cocky person. If you're Australian, you probably know what I wanted to say. And they just are struggling with that. They're struggling with the fact that they know that the two of you could do well together, but there is this curious sort of tangent in their mind that goes, what if the woman or the man or the person of my dreams is actually attached to someone who isn't right for them because I'm right for them and nobody else could be at this point, and so it's an interesting awareness, my group threes. It's like you have a strong attachment to this person's fantasies and their daydreams, and they spend a lot of time thinking about you and trying to figure out, you know, what was real. Did you feel that connection too? Maybe you were trying to distract yourself and you zoned out and really gave this person long, meaningful eye contact, and they were like, oh, they're into me just like I'm into them. Very odd, in the sense that it does feel like you don't really know who this person is. What is the advice? What is the advice for group 3? What is the advice for group 3, please, Spirit? We have restlessness. We also have repopulation. We do have alchemy. So Spirit's trying to ask for you to stay connected to a manifestation you already have. And being aware that your energy attracts like. So if something is not intended for you, it will be kept from you. If you don't cross paths with this person again, it's because it wasn't meant to be. If you do, it's because you've attracted them with your own energy. Gifts to the portal is the card that chose to come out. We also have what is hidden will be revealed, and I do believe that. I do believe that you don't have to wait much longer. I think that this person's energy is very forceful, and I do think that you have inspired them to kind of put a lot of positive energy into this. I'm making them sound like an obsessive stalker, and to be fair, they are energetically, but in terms of them as a person, loyal, warm-hearted, very kind, strong values, very good at conversation, very attentive listener, active listener, someone who really is curious about you and interested in what you have to offer as a person, not just based on your appearance. Very attracted to you physically, though. When you were at rock bottom too, mind you, so you thought you would just like, I just need to get through this. Like, I'm just here to sweat through this workout and go home, or I'm just here to get on this train so I can get to my next place. Like, whatever it was in that public place, you might have felt like you were at your worst, but this person looked at you and were like, oh my gosh, that's my godly being that I've been seeking my whole life. So the advice for you has a lot to do with your energy. It has a lot to do with the truth coming out when it is meant to. And it has a lot to do with you having healthy boundaries. This palm being reversed is not a coincidence. That's about protecting yourself from harmful energies and negative energies that could be holding you back from what is aligned to you. Having healthy boundaries with things that do overstep, and having protective boundaries around things that make you feel unsafe, so that you can put yourself in more situations that you feel safe in and that you deserve to be in. With gifts to the portal, I do feel like when it comes to this person, there is a strong feeling of receptivity. Don't go out of your way here. It's literally something that is coming to you if you want it. I do think gifts to the portal is here though, because there's a strong feeling of just, if it's something that you want, stay open to it. If it's not, shut it down. Shut it down, and don't be afraid to say no with that card. Now, repopulation is talking about a rebirth for you, a resurgence. So this is coming full circle. This person is literally manifesting you, and they are going to manifest another opportunity with you. It is coming. With restlessness here, it's probably happening a lot sooner than you're expecting, and not soon enough for this person. So your advice with restlessness is to stop focusing on the time of the when and the how, and just stay open to the, it could be happening right now in front of you. Because I do think that some of y'all are so busy thinking about what could, would, or should be in the future that you're not paying attention to who and what is right here in your present, which is how this person managed to slip under your radar. So let's have a look at what we're covering in the extended reading. I feel like we have a lot to cover, I'm not going to lie, because I'm quite confused at this point. My group 3s, please, Spirit. Who is group 3 haunting? Excuse me. We're not going back to the beginning. What should we be covering in the extended readings for my group 3s? What should we be covering? We have the Queen of Wands. What should we be covering in the extended readings? Oh, we have the Chariot. We're going to take the Chariot. There's another card on the ground, but it didn't flip over, so I won't take it. What else will we be covering in the extended reading for my group 3s? The Knight of Pentacles, and we have the Lover's card. at the back of the deck. All right, let me get my little lil. Oof, okay. Group 3, in your extended reading, we're going to be talking about this Lovers card. Spirit wants to bring to your attention an important decision that is likely to occur now, if not very soon. This decision has a lot to do with your love, the love around you and the love you receive. It also has to do with empowerment and making sure that you are giving yourself the best opportunities, that you're feeling confident and that you're feeling well informed. This decision does seem to have to do with a relationship or some meaningful connection in your life, so we'll talk about that, figure that out. We also need to talk about the Queen of Wands over here. Group 3, Spirit really wants to talk to you about your confidence, about your appeal, about the fact that you have a lot of admirers, and about what you are currently attracting. So we're going to ask that in the extended reading. What are Group 3 attracting? And potentially who? Because when you're in a Queen of Wands energy, you are very magnetic. You have this ability to draw a lot of attention, and you also have a lot of yes appeal. So it's hard for people to say no to you. So what should you be doing to make sure that you're getting the most out of this magnetic energy? Now, with this Chariot energy, we also need to talk about what is moving forward for you very, very soon. I do think someone is stepping up to the plate, especially if you're single, sweet soul. If you're not single, it does feel like someone is coming towards you very quickly. And the purpose of this movement seems to be to clear the air around our feelings. But sometimes the Chariot is about conquering fears and going with what your heart wants. So we do need to, excuse me, we do need to talk about that. I say while choking on my bloody spit. I'm so sorry, Group 3. It's not bloody. It's just an expression. I'm Australian. I apologize for freaking you out. Now, with the Knight of Pentacles, we also need to talk about what is next for you. I do think there is some sort of plan already in place that you may have concocted with your beautiful, brilliant mind. We do need to stick to it, but I think Spirit wants to reassure you on where this is going, why it's important to be consistent with your goals, and where it is headed to at this point. So we will talk about that Knight of Pentacles as progression. What is next for you? Where is your effort taking you at this point in your life? And we'll keep it general because I'm not sure if they want to talk specifically about love or if it has to do more with your material achievements like your career, your lifestyle, your health. So we will talk about that. Group 3, if that sounds like something that you would like to be a part of, if the first part of your reading really resonated and you wish to join me in your extended, the link is in the description box. Your extended reading is on my website. And if you're an Amethyst Hermie member, you'll have access to all the extended readings in today's video, going all the way back to February last year. There are a lot of videos on there at the moment that you could binge watch, or there's a lot more to come. If you want to stay excuse me, my throat, if you want to stay up to date with the future extended readings as well. Now, I just want to take some quick time to thank you, my Group 3s, for your energy, for your time, for your support right here on YouTube. Before you go, thank you so much, sweet soul. I appreciate you being here. Thank you for supporting me, this channel, this community, and free tarot on YouTube in general. Thank you for letting me read for you. Please keep in mind it was a general reading. If you are more confused, center yourself, see if you can pull that clarity from what you already know, or seek out a reliable, trusted reader for a personal reading. There are many wonderful readers available online. I'm not personally doing personal readings right now. I don't have the capacity to, but that doesn't mean you can't get your answers from another reliable source. So please stay true to what you feel you need and keep seeking your truth, precious soul. And I hope to connect with you in another video. Bye.